What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in this quick video I do want to go over another feature I did find on the Motorfest beta that I do feel like does deserve another look. So I wouldn't say this is going to be like a groundbreaking feature because it has been in other racing games, but I would probably say it is going to be new to like the Crew series. So it is going to be the rewind feature that you can do when driving. So let's say you actually mess up around a corner and you're like, you know what? I think I need to fix that. So you can now go backwards around 14 seconds. Even in races and or like the playlist events, you can also do this as well. So it is going to be a very nice feature. But as I did mention, it isn't going to be like new in any way because I do remember this being on Dirt 2. And I do know this is also on Forza as well. So it's not going to be like a groundbreaking feature that has never been in a game. But it's definitely going to be a new feature in these games, guys. And I would say a racing game really does need this. I was having a great time using this feature. I was also doing this on purpose and or messing up insanely hard on some events just to see how it does work. And it does turn out you can go around 14 seconds back every single time. And you can also go around like 3 to 4 seconds if you want to fix like a tiny part. Like maybe you go around a turn a bit slower than you actually want to, and maybe you do want to get a bit faster around that turn, so you can then rewind a little bit backwards and then go around that turn once again to see if you can be a bit faster. Or maybe an AI runs you off the road, which on the Crew 2 you would actually have to restart every time something did not go right, which unfortunately that would happen pretty often with how the AI did drive. So you would basically be finding yourself restarting the entire event. And let's say you might be doing a long race and you might be like 80% complete and or then fix that issue that you might have had in that race. So it is definitely going to be an insanely nice feature to have, and I do feel like most racing games actually do need something like this. So finally seeing a rewind feature in the Crew is going to be an awesome thing, and I would say a lot of players really are going to love this. But honestly, this does raise a few questions for me though. So obviously we do have the weekly summits on this game, so I would almost guess that you cannot use the rewind feature in those events. That would most likely make no sense, and or you can actually fix something in an event that you might have messed up on in one of those races. But then again though, if you actually could use a rewind feature, I wonder how that would actually work on a summit. I guess time is going to tell, guys, but I definitely will be messing around with this in the future. I really do want to see how they're actually going to implement this into this game correctly, which I would probably say if you are just racing around and or doing like playlists, it's most likely not going to matter all that much. But I would say summit's a bit different, and a lot of the summits do tend to be PvE based compared to like the Crew 1 being PvP, which to be honest, I would say having these summits mainly PvE is definitely the way to go, and that way you can actually like race with your friends and or go after better scores for yourself. And that way you don't actually have to play PvP, because I do know a lot of players aren't the biggest fan of that, so having them separate is most likely going to be the best option. But if you are racing in a summit which is obviously going to be PvE, then maybe having a rewind feature would actually make a lot of sense in something like that, because it doesn't really break the game. It more fact can help you in something you might have messed up on. So I guess we will have to see in the future, guys. But when playing the Motorfest beta though, I had a great time with this, and I do think it's going to be one of many new features in the Crew Motorfest and or like the Crew franchise for that matter. And I really do feel like a lot of players really are going to love this game, guys. Like, I do know a lot of people did play that beta, and it did seem like a lot of the feedback was insanely positive. So I really can't wait for Motorfest to release in September. Like, this game is honestly going to be amazing. It has so many new features and or just a lot of quality of life improvements that really are going to make the overall experience just that much better than the Crew 2. But I would like to know your thoughts on this rewind feature in the comments below. And as always, guys, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insight.